Okay, friends, first thing we do is always the same. We take our paper and our pencil. We'll write our name, okay? So name, and don't forget your room number, okay? So whatever room you are, make sure your room number goes on there so we know what class you're in. So from here, we're going to start our color burst design. So a couple things that you need to keep in mind is you want to use colors that are similar. So I have my oil pastels aligned with the rainbow. So from red, orange, yellow, light green, dark green, blue, purple, and then I put pink at the end, which kind of goes along with red. So it kind of circles back around. So you can pick any color to start with, but you want to continue with the correct order. That way the colors blend together nicely. So I'm just going to start with, I think, a dark green. And you want to start in the center. Doesn't have to be perfectly in the center, but I'm going to start to color, and it's important that you color out. So it's kind of like you're going out, back in, out, back in, out, back in. So you're going to do this all around in a circle. If it helps you to turn the paper as you work, then you can turn the paper. So I want to go back in just so I can fill in the very center of that so I don't have that white space. And it's okay if it gets a little spaced out. You're going to go over it with that next color. So I'm using the dark green first, and you can use whatever color you want first. It's just important that you go to the next color in line. So I'm going to go ahead with the blue. Now I could have either chosen to go this way, so with the blue, or I could have gone with the light green. I'm going to go ahead and with the blue. So I'm going to go over top of what I already started, and you're coloring out. It's very important that you color out. So if you, again, need to turn the paper so that you're always coloring outwards. We don't want to color like side to side. We want to make sure we're coming out from the center. So notice that I'm coloring a little bit over the green, and then that's blending together. So from here, I'm going to go to the next color, which would be purple, because I wouldn't want to go backwards to green that I already did. If you need to peel any of the paper off of the oil pastels, you of course can do that. You will want to go over so that there's no white in between. So I'm going over the blue, and it's kind of making this blue-violet color in between. Now my paper, this is getting a little bit flat, so I can peel some of this paper off. If you're having trouble peeling paper, ask the friend next to you. They can help you peel it. I'm sure there's somebody at your table who has a little bit of fingernail that can get in there and help you peel your paper if you cannot. So it's really important that we go over that color a little bit. That way we have this blending from the blue to that purple. So each color we want to have that blended area. So once I'm finished with my purple, I'm going to go to the next color, which is the pink, which I see is already a little bit flat. So I'm going to go ahead and peel the paper off of this. And we can have the little scrap bins at our tables. That way we can put our paper scraps from the oil pastels in there. So we don't want to have any white showing, and just maybe just little tiny bits here and there, but no major areas of white. We want to be covering over that with our oil pastels. And we're going to go all the way to the edge of the paper. So it will take you a little bit of time. Because I've done this so many times, I can go a little bit faster. So I'm going to continue this on. Going around and around. So my next color, I'm going to go back to the red at the beginning of the rainbow. And we know that pink is just a lighter version of red. And notice how this is a little bit closer to the edge than this side, and that's okay. It'll just get a little bit tricky at the end, but not really so much. So when I color with the red, going over the pink a little bit, I'm going all the way to my edge. And this is why we have this sloppy copy paper underneath. This paper is just to catch anything extra so it doesn't go on our table. So when you're finished, you should have that white piece of paper should be completely covered all the way edge to edge.